breaking news just in. If you're holding Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, brace yourself, because today's developments are nothing short of explosive. Welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar Hub, your go-to source for real-time currency revaluation coverage. What we're witnessing right now is being described as the most shocking currency surge in over a decade. That's right, 2025 is turning out to be the year that changes everything. Both the dinar and dong are rumored to have surged to historic highs, sending shockwaves through global investor communities. Phones are ringing off the hook, inboxes are overflowing, and social platforms are heating up with intense speculation. Is this the moment? Could this be happening at this very hour? The buzz is electric and it's spreading fast. If you've got even a single note of these currencies, don't miss a second of this video. This could be the financial shift you've waited years to see. The speculation has gone viral. It started early this morning and picked up momentum in record time. Dozens of online forums, Telegram groups, and private chat rooms have lit up with reports of a major revaluation of both the Iraqi Dinar (ISD) and Vietnamese Dong (VND). People are reporting dinar exchange rates as high as $3.00 some, even citing $3.80 per IQD. At the same time, Vietnamese Dong is being discussed with valuations at 47 cents, possibly even reaching the elusive $1 mark. Now, to be absolutely clear, none of this has been formally confirmed. No announcements have come from central banks, and no official press briefings have taken place. But the sheer consistency of these claims across different regions and platforms has caught serious attention. Unlike previous rumors, this round is louder, wider, and being treated more seriously than ever before. The pattern is different and people are taking notice. So, why now? Why is 2025 the year where this seems more plausible than ever? Great question. The answer lies in the broader economic context. Iraq has made major reforms in its financial infrastructure this year. There's been talk of global monetary realignments and accelerated digital transitions within international banking systems. Many institutions have adopted blockchain, revamped software protocols, and quietly prepared for large-scale economic shifts. The term currency normalization has come up in several high-level discussions. In that light, a revaluation doesn't seem far-fetched. It actually fits the narrative of economic transformation that's already underway. This is why today's reports are being taken more seriously. People aren't dismissing this as just another rumor they're preparing, as if this could very well be the real deal. Let's break down the math behind the hype. If you're holding just 125,000 Iraqi dinar note, and the new rate is even $3, you're looking at $75,000 USD. If it's $3.80, that becomes $95,000. That's life-changing. Now look at the Vietnamese Dong. Most holders have millions of Dong due to its low market price. Let's say you have 5 million Dong. At a 50-cent rate, that's $2.5 million million. At a full $1, you're suddenly looking at $5 million million. No wonder emotions are through the roof today. For some, this could be the moment they go from average earners to millionaires overnight. And this isn't based on blind luck. These are people who've done research, waited, and prepared for years. They believed in the potential, and today, that belief feels closer to reality than ever before. And let's talk about those long-time holders. Many people bought into the dinar and dong more than a decade ago. They've weathered political unrest, economic collapses, and endless delays. They've been mocked, doubted, and called conspiracy theorists. But through it all, they held firm. They believed that one day, these currencies would rise to reflect their true value. If today's rumors prove to be legitimate, it's a massive reward for a decade of faith and endurance. It's not just about wealth, it's about vindication. The idea that patience, preparation, and long-term belief might finally pay off is powerful. It's emotional. This isn't just a financial headline, it's a dream years in the making for thousands across the globe. Now, before you rush out the door, let's bring in a dose of wisdom. If this is your first time hearing about this, pause. Breathe. Don't rush to your bank or fall for exaggerated promises. These things happen in stages. If a revaluation is real, There will be protocols put in place through banks, redemption centers, and secure procedures. Be extra cautious. Moments like this attract fraud. Stay away from anyone offering private exchanges at special rates. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Trust only official channels and verified updates. You've waited this long, don't lose everything to a hasty or emotional decision. Organize your holdings, prepare a plan, and be smart in how you proceed. Start by taking inventory. How much IQD or VND do you actually have? Are your notes stored safely? Are they clean, authentic, and accessible? Knowing your real position gives you the power to act wisely. Next, consider your exchange strategy. Will you exchange all at once or hold for a potential rate increase? Will you use the funds to pay off debt, invest in assets, start a business, or support loved ones? Write your plan down. It helps clarify your thinking and prevents impulsive actions. Sudden wealth can be a blessing or a burden. It depends entirely on how you handle it. So take a proactive approach. Be intentional about how you'd move forward if this revaluation truly becomes official. Here's something else to watch closely. Currency auctions. Iraq's currency auctions have long been a method for controlling foreign exchange, but have also been criticized for inefficiencies and corruption. If these auctions are being scaled back or eliminated, it could be a strong indicator that Iraq is ready to let the dinar float or reprice more freely on international markets. That's a major shift. Letting the market determine value rather than government controls often signals economic maturity and readiness for a stronger currency. If auction reforms are underway, that's not just technical, it's strategic. Investors are watching this development very closely. It could be a subtle but powerful clue that something big is in motion behind the scenes. Low denomination notes are another key sign. When a currency is set to gain value, large denominations become less practical for daily transactions. Imagine trying to buy a loaf of bread with a 25,000 dinar note, if that note is now worth $95,000. The introduction of new 5, 10, or 20 dinar bills could be a real-world indicator that revaluation is not only planned but operational. The same principle applies to Vietnam. Smaller notes allow for smoother day-to-day usage after a rate shift, and their rollout would be further evidence that what we're seeing is more than internet hype. It's a strategic, phased implementation of new financial realities. So what does this mean for Iraq as a nation? If this revaluation goes live, the economic boost could be extraordinary. Iraq would gain major credibility on the world stage. It could attract vast foreign investment, multinational partnerships, and global attention. A stronger dinar would mean a stronger Iraqi economy and that trickles down to everyday people. Better infrastructure, more jobs, improved services. It would also reduce dependency on the US dollar and give Iraq more control over its monetary policy. A real revaluation would mark a historic turning point, not just for investors, but for the future of the entire Iraqi population. This is why it matters on both a macro and micro level. The global impact would be enormous. If the IQD and VND suddenly increase in value, it would shake the foundation of the international financial system. Other countries with undervalued currencies may seek similar changes. Global wealth distribution could shift rapidly. Stock markets might respond with intense volatility. Banks would likely recalibrate policies, and global institutions could rethink how they measure and manage foreign reserves. It's a butterfly effect. One major move in Iraq and Vietnam could influence financial decisions from Tokyo to London to New York. This is why global analysts are monitoring this story so closely. It may begin regionally, but its consequences will likely be global. That said, we need to remain level-headed. Big as this story may be, there are no guarantees. Currency revaluations are incredibly complex. Even if the process has begun, it could hit snags, technical delays, policy disputes, or political interventions. Big financial moves often come with unintended consequences. Rapid changes in currency value can spark inflation or social disruption. That's why governments move cautiously. So yes, today's excitement is real, but don't lose your balance. Stay hopeful, but also stay grounded. Prepare for the best, but be ready for reality. Patience and discipline are still your best tools. Today isn't just about rates, it's about people. Emotions are running high. There's excitement, fear, anxiety, and hope, all wrapped into one global moment. And that's okay. When you've waited this long for something that could change everything, your heart is going to feel it. For many, this is more than a financial shift, it's an emotional turning point, a vindication, a second chance. And that's powerful. We understand how deeply this runs. That's why we're here to walk with you through it all. You're not alone. We're here to keep you informed and help you navigate every step of what comes next. So what now? Stay alert. Monitor official sources like central banks, international financial news, and your own bank representatives. Stay tuned to this channel. We're committed to providing accurate updates as soon as facts emerge. Remember, the early waves of news are always chaotic. The real confirmations often come after the storm settles, so be patient. Your preparation and awareness could put you ahead of the curve. This might just be the moment you've been waiting for. Don't miss it by acting too soon or too late. Stay ready and stay informed. And now, we want to hear from you. What do you make of today's news? Are you excited, skeptical, or cautiously optimistic? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. Share your plans, your experiences, or your questions. Let's keep this conversation going. Your input helps others. And if this is your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe to the Iraqi Dinar Hub for ongoing updates, analysis, and strategies. We cover dinar, dong, and major global currency developments that matter to you. So hit that subscribe button and stay connected. The coming days could be historic. Let's walk through them together. So there it is, 2025 may very well go down as the year when history changed for the dinar and dong. They're back in the spotlight, and this time, the momentum feels real. Whether it's confirmed tomorrow, next week, or next month, one thing is clear: the world is shifting. And for those who held on, stayed prepared, and never gave up hope, this could be the turning point of a lifetime. Keep watching, keep believing, and above all, stay ready. This is the Iraqi Dinar Hub, where your future is always worth watching.